Racing to the 2020 Breeders' Cup and the 2020 Preakness Stakes. Let's get an update, a news dump from the last couple of days. Starting off with the Preakness, Authentic continues to gallop daily at Churchill Downs. It looks like his next start is going to be in the Preakness Stakes, along with Mr. Big News, who worked out 4 furlongs in 48 and change on Friday. He is going to be going to the tight turns of Pimlico next, as he will be one of the 7 horses anticipated for the final leg of the Triple Crown this year. Of course, the Belmont running early, then Kentucky Derby, and now the Preakness Stakes. Swiss Skydiver still under consideration. It looks like they're maybe 50-50 considering the Preakness Stakes, but right now the big news out of New York, it looks like Tiz the Law most likely will not be running in the Preakness Stakes. They are going to possibly pass on that race and train up to the 2020 Breeders' Cup. So Tiz the Law, they're not sure if he didn't like the track. They're not sure if it's just want to regroup and focus in on the $7 million Breeders' Cup Classic. So I think we're going to get probably a rematch of Authentic and Mr. Big News. Tiz the Law going to pass on the Preakness, and then we're also going to possibly add in Swiss Skydiver, and then Art Collector and Thousand Words. Both of those horses missing the Kentucky Derby. They are under consideration for the 2020 Preakness Stakes, and that field still could get a couple more starters. Pneumatic considering it, and a couple of other horses also under consideration from New York. Now the Classic, a couple of horses confirmed training up to the race right now. We've got Global Campaign. Looks like he is going to train up to the Breeders' Cup Classic after winning the Woodward Stakes. Then we have Tacitus. He is going to go in the Jockey Club Gold Cup next out. That'll be a 1.25 mile prep, and he'll go into the Classic with 3 straight 1.25 mile races. Still no word yet on Maximum Security. He had a workout this week, and if they're going to run in the JCGC or maybe train up to the Breeders' Cup Classic. And then Improbable, there is the Goodwood Stakes out west, but I'm not sure, or now name the Awesome again, if they're going to split them 2 up, or one of them will train up to the Breeders' Cup Classic. And then depending on how Authentic does in the Preakness, Bob Baffert could have 3 in that Breeders' Cup Classic, and he's starting to really line those victories up in the Classic after Barron won a couple of years ago. Then you had American Pharaoh, and now could possibly have 3 starters this year in 2020. Tom's de Tot, that was the big workout news. He finally got a workout in earlier this week, a first workout since finishing 3rd in the Whitney Stakes. They have already announced they are going to train up to the Classic. That's going to be roughly about a 100-day layoff, and coming off a troubled trip 3rd in the Whitney. They took a long time before getting back on this workout, so he's going to have to probably put about 6 workouts in the last 50 days here to get ready for the Breeders' Cup Classic. Looks like Tiz the Law could be going there, as I mentioned. So you're lining up about a 10-horse field for that Classic, as you've got By My Standards most likely going to train up to the race after the victory in the Ali Sheba Stakes. Could possibly still have Owendale and a couple of other horses under consideration from the West Coast that have been running also ran behind Maximum Security. And then we could maybe have another horse step up at Keeneland in the final prep, or even the Lucas Classic at Churchill Downs, getting ready for the 2020 Classic. So that's the update, the news dump, the latest on the 2020 Preakness Stakes and the Breeders' Cup Classic. Remember, hit subscribe, share this video with all your horse racing friends, and ring that bell for notifications as we lead you up to the 2020 Breeders' Cup.